We've only got a couple hours left until it's January 20th, 2025. Now I want to take you back to September 10th, 2001. That was a night for me that was like any other night that I'd spent in my life. It was late at night. At that time, I'd watched Jay Leno on the TV, and that night Anne Heche was on, and she was babbling about some inane shit, but I guess it was sort of funny. I watched it. And anyway, after that was off, I went and got on my computer, and it was at the time, I was really into snow skiing. So, I was researching ski boots, and I remember going back and thinking, it's like, it's really important, do I do, various buckling mechanisms and how much tension I wanted, for to be connected to my skis. And I went to bed. The next morning, my daughter woke me up when she ran upstairs, literally screaming, "Dad, Dad, Dad, you could please come. You need to see the TV, please come watch." And, I got out of bed and I went, and I got there just in time to see the second plane flying into the World Trade Centers. And I knew instantly my world was changed. Everybody's world was changed. And the fallout from that day has yet to stop reverberating. It's like, you hit this giant bell and it just keeps ringing and ringing and ringing. And the ringing is not something that's pleasant to listen to. We're still living with that. Tomorrow, today is January 19th, and I'm sitting here talking to you. So, it's like I've come full circle. And tomorrow is January 20th, and in about 12 hours, we're going to have the most corrupt, venal person, pretty much, since you go back all the way to Nero and Caligula, is going to be taking power of the most powerful military in history, the most powerful financial force in history, the most power. It's pretty much the most powerful everything. And you have a demented madman going to be in charge. So, yeah, it's like this time I'm going to be going to bed, and I know I'm going to be waking up too. It's not going to be a surprise. The one thing I will tell you is that tomorrow I will not be sitting there talking about, our, and I hesitate to use the word, our new president, because I'm not going to give him the satisfaction of ever talking about him again, ever. He will henceforth just be somebody pretty much that we ignore. Now, we're not going to be able to ignore all the stuff that he is going to bring down on our heads like a rain of hell and fire. It's like, I can't stop it. You can't either. The good, the bad, the sinners, and the saints are all going to be affected equally. What I will do is look at what we, the resistance, will be doing. Because this is a pivotal moment in history. It's no different than 1933 in Germany. Back the Ides of March, when Julius Caesar was assassinated in the steps of Rome Senate. This is the moment we're at right now. I wish I could tell you how this is going to go. And I want to tell you, I hope I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I will be here and tell you I'm wrong right here. I don't think I'm wrong. so fear that I am correct and right. And we should be lucky that Dante only thought up 9 circles of hell, because we're going to be exploring every level of that over the next 24 months, 48 months. I don't know. So it's like, I know there are people out there ready to fight. I know that I'm finally starting to see people that are saying, it's time to stop being civil with people that voted for Trump. They need to be held accountable. They need to be called out for what they are: abettors, appeasers. And we need to start banding together and be ready to fight what's coming, because what's coming is going to be catastrophic. These people voted for, egg prices to be reduced. Well, guess who works in the egg farms? They're not white guys with college educations. And I can damn well guarantee, they're not white guys that are sitting there getting a check from the government, because they're too good to be doing that type of work. So no, we have immigrants, most of them here without the proper paperwork, so they're called illegal. And guess what? They're going to be deporting every last one of those guys. In fact, I've already seen and had reported back to me, these guys aren't going to show up to work tomorrow because they are scared shitless that the Trump Gestapo is going to come stop them, pick them up, and what they're going to do, I don't know. That's going to be the interesting part to find out. So, if you're used to seeing stores with display cases full of steaks and chicken and pork and whatever, it's you better stock up. You want your vegetables that you're coming in, it's like tomatoes and cucumbers and kale, garlic, onions. Who do you think picks that stuff? White people? It's no, they don't. There's no amount of money that you can get to make, people that have been here for generations do that type of work. People that are doing that, they're all immigrants. And guess what? They're not going to be doing starting tomorrow. I hope you've got a garden planted that you can harvest here sometime real soon. If you're up north and, you did this, you're going to be waiting a while. The fact of the matter is that, just on 4547's, promise, it's not a threat, it's a promise that he's going to deport everybody he can, 10, 50, we don't even know, 15 million people. And right now, the one thing you don't realize is that not only are those the people that pick your food, process your chickens and your cows, and for the few people that that eat it, the lambs, and well, they're not going to be there starting tomorrow. And for the people that are out in California and North Carolina and the places where there's been horrific natural disasters, that are living in FEMA trailers and would love to be able to rebuild their houses, well, guess what? Your construction crews are all composed of immigrants from Mexico, Central America, Colombia, sometimes Peru. And they're the ones that do the concrete work, they do the framing, they do stucco, they do about everything in a construction project. And guess what they're not doing tomorrow? I can already tell you they're not showing up. So, you want to build a house anytime soon? You'd better hope that you can convince, some white high school graduate, from Springfield, Ohio, come out to wherever it is that you live and pick up a hammer and start swinging it, because otherwise it's not happening. I know what I'm waking up to, and that's I'm not, and I'll tell you, I'm going to be sleeping very soundly tonight, because it's like I'm not going to worry. I'm not going to be sitting here, talking to you, giving you the latest rundown on the latest atrocity that 45, 47 commits. There'll be plenty of people doing that. So if you need to get that, you can go elsewhere. I'm not going to be doing that at all. You can come here, and it's like I have the concept of a plan for right now. I wish I could tell you I'd actually, gone through it, but it's like, as much as I don't want to be reactive, I need to see what we're dealing with. And, the one thing I can tell you is I'm not going to be nice to Trump people. And it's like, for people who have been following me for a while, I've been doing that for 8 years. It's not a surprise. If you followed me at all, this is something where I decided I'm going to take Trump's verbiage, his tactics, and I'm going to mirror it and throw it back in his face. And I've been doing that for 8 years. And there's finally some people that are finally starting to see, no, that's exactly what you've got to do. You cannot give them an inch. You cannot play by those type of rules. We have to play by their rules, and we are going to take it. And if they go to the gutter, we go to the gutter. We take a knife and we go in for their throat. And that's what we have to do. Tomorrow is going to be a day that I'll be here actually tomorrow. We're going to be, talking about something that is actually very not federal and national political. It's like we're going to be talking about what's going to be happening in California because of the fires, and if that is going to be something that is just an amazing clusterfuck. But between now and the time I can get back on, we need to be together, and we need to be sitting and looking at what we're going to be able to do, because this is no different than when, this guy took over in 1933 in Germany. 36 got reelected, came 39, and things started going really sideways. Again, I seriously, I hope I'm wrong. I seriously hope I'm wrong, because the alternative is going to be so catastrophic. It's like I can also, for the people that see this and watching, I'm armed now. It's like I do not trust myself going out, because it's like people I've seen, and if you know about, what happened to my truck, that because I had a Harris sticker on the back of my truck, somebody came in a parking lot and sideswiped my truck, bent my bumper off. And that was months ago. And for the people that are thinking that, Trump people feel sorry and, they're regretting their vote, don't even think that for a moment. They are doubling down on this. I see some people are listening to me. I was not expecting that. I just got on, on the idea that, I would just record this, and, because this is like my September 10th, 2001 soliloquy. And I just wanted to be there so people saw that, I was thinking about this in the same moment for tomorrow. So I'm going to sign off for now. I will see you tomorrow. Go to bed knowing that when you wake up, it's going to be a very different world. It's like I hope for the best for all of us. I really do. And, if there is a way to fight, I'm going to find it. Just hop on my back. I'm going to take you there. I'll see you tomorrow.